right, everybody. It is Wednesday, one day relieved from Taco Tuesday, where Jalen Brunson sold. The other two tacos, they hit. I had a lot of you guys go 5 of 5, 6 of 6, 25x. I love to see it. Some of you crazy folk went 4 of 4 on the powers, which I don't recommend, but you crushed it. You got the 10x. The bag is secured. I'm proud of you. Let's take a look at this lovely 3-game slate we got today. First up, Lakers, Grizzlies. I'm all about it. We need Ja Morant news. But until then, we got a 1-point spread, a decent over-under total. Guess what? We're targeting it. Next, we got the stinker of all stinks. Giannis is probably out. Miami Heat, Milwaukee Bucks. 8-point spread still favoring the Bucks. We need that news. 220.5 over-under. I think it's going to go under. The Heat play defensive. The Bucks play defensive. We'll have to wait and see. Next, the Wolves and the Nuggets, the biggest blowout since I can remember in playoff history. I went to bed, I woke up, the Wolves had 80 points. I'm scratching my head. I'm getting sold. I don't know what happened, but now we get an 8-point spread. I'm not buying it. I think the Nuggets win by even more than 8. 222-point total. We'll have to just go ahead and take a look at that. I will get down. First, yesterday, Jalen Brunson sold. This is a new thing that I'm doing here. These guys Thrive Fantasy. They have better payouts. Check this out. All my 2-mans will be done on Thrive Fantasy until further notice. Even some of these 5-mans. 20.2x on a 5 of 5. They don't have a flex, but sometimes I want to gamble, and I don't care about getting 2x or 40% back. I just want to put in 5, and they'll give me 20.2x. Why use Thrive? Because competition is good. If you use PrizePicks, that's okay, but use Thrive. They're up and coming, and anytime there's more sites, it's better for us. I promise you, these guys have to do more promotions. Here's the deal. Free square, Jimmy Butler, over 0.5 points. More, obviously. It's a freebie. Promo code CRUSH. You put in your deposit. You'll get minimum deposit 25. If you deposit 25, I'll give you 25, and then I'll give you the free square if you use that promo code CRUSH. I paired it with Austin Reeves. Over 23.5 PRA. I also like his assist over. I also like his real points over. This is where it's at. So we get free 25 up to 250. If you deposit 250, you're going to get 500 with promo code CRUSH. On top of that, you get 3.2x your payout, okay? So for Thrive today, this is what I'm doing. Jimmy Butler's the freebie, and then Austin Reeves 23.5 PRA or Austin Reeves 15.5 real points. I also like where's he at? Triple J, 30.5 points rebounds, or his PRA, which is 20, where's it at? Jaren Jackson, 31.5 PRA. I also like that. We'll discuss this more on live stream. I'm 100% going to start using Thrive more, especially for my 2-mans. It's a better payout. And when I want to gamble the 5-man powers, I'm doing that as well. Now, let's go take a look at PrizePicks and see what they got going today. So we got PrizePicks right here. Fantasy score, number 1. The king himself, the man, the myth, the one that everybody compares to Jordan. Who is it? LeBron James. 49.5 fantasy score. I'm taking the over. Folks, I will be taking the over on LeBron James fantasy score all playoff season long. Why? Because he's LeBron and he crushes, and he's been crushing for 20 years. Hate him, love him, I'm not interested. The man crushes. I don't like him as a person, but when he gets on that court, he crushes. That being said, we need Ja Morant news. If Ja Morant happens to sit, if he's limited, if any of those things apply. What? If any of those things apply. Desmond Bane, he's a lock. If Ja Morant sits, 39.5 fantasy, you're locking in Bane. You're throwing away the key. You'll think about it next time. Dylan Brooks, 24.5 fantasy. Can't stand him. But, however, if Ja Morant sits, you're going with Dylan Brooks, and you'll thank me later. Jaren Jackson, he's one of those guys today that the community, I've seen it everywhere. Players, Twitter, you name it, he's been touted. Jaren Jackson crushed last game. The man gets 30 fantasy points at half religiously. It's like it's what he was born to do. If you want to take his first half, I don't mind it. If you want to take his full game, I don't mind it. 43.5 fantasy score for Triple J. If he stays out of foul trouble, I could see him getting this. Let's take a look at Triple J's fantasy point per minute. Jaren Jackson Jr., here he is. fantasy point per minute on DraftKings. The scoring's a little bit different on PrizePicks. DraftKings gives you a double-double and a triple-double bonus. But they also don't give you, they only give you 2 points for blocks and steals instead of 3. So what we do is we go within a 0.5 or 1 point more or less. The last 10 games, he's averaging 1.4. This is what we worry about. Season, 1.22. Last 10, 1.4. He's in playoff mode. This is what we want. Let's go over to the calculator. How many minutes do we think Jaren Jackson's going to play? Well, Cap, I think he's going to play 35 minutes if he stays out of foul trouble. Well, guess what? We'll take 1.4. We're going to take the multiplier. We're going to put 35. We're going to click that equal sign, and we're getting 49 fantasy points, fam. Now, let's just say DraftKings does a little bit different scoring. So does FanDuel. All right. It's always a wash. So take away 1, you get 48. Let's take away 3, you get 46. Either way you slice it, it's a good play. 43.5 for Jaren Jackson. You want to look at LeBron real quick? Okay, that's fine. I'll take a look at LeBron. I'll get down. 1.4 the last 10. 1.46 season. So let's take a look at LeBron James. Calculator. All right, here we go. Clear. 1.46 times. LeBron's going to play 35 guaranteed. Equals 51.1. What do they got him on PrizePicks? 49.5. I'm down with it. I got him. AD. Can he stay healthy? The man almost got injured last game. He was crushing first half. If you want to take his first half and avoid the injury, that's fine. I'll probably have him in a slip as well. I'm going to do game stacks like this with these 3. Okay. I'm also going to take Anthony Davis and LeBron and split them up in other slips as well. So I don't have the odds of them both going off is it can happen, especially in playoff. It just did last game, but it's less likely they both go off together. So pick one and spread them up. Or if you're a gambler like me, just take them both. But for now, I'll just go with LeBron. But you best believe that I'll have this same slip with Anthony Davis. Hear me loud and clear. I'll have the same slip with AD. But just for argument's sake, we're moving on. I've covered it. Jimmy Butler, 48.5 fantasy points. He got bumped up by 1. Playoff Jimmy is here, 48.5. It's a smidge too low. I think it should be 49. It bumped from 47, unfortunately. But Jimmy Butler, folks, he's always in play. I love Jimmy Buckets. If he shows up and he wants to be interested, I can see him going over. Don't you think I forgot about Austin Reeves now? I like Austin Reeves' fantasy. I like his PRA. I like his assist. I like 15.5 over real points for Austin Reeves. If he gets hot, he's going to clear this fantasy. If you want, just stick to his real points or his PRA. Both are in play. Get down with the man. He crushes. He's my favorite, one of my favorite players in the league right now. Next, Max Struss, 20.5 fantasy. I'm torn on this because he's somebody that can get hot. Let's see what they say over here his fantasy point per minute is. I don't even know if they're going to have him listed because he's such a role player. Struss, where are you, buddy? Are you on here? Are you on here? He's probably on here somewhere. There he is, Max Struss. Hey, look at this abysmal number. 0.68. 0.76 over the season. So I'll do you the courtesy. I'll do you a kindness. 0.76. We know Max Struss is going to play at least 27 minutes, probably more. 27 equals 20.52. Go back over to PrizePicks. It's 20.5. So if you want to add in Struss, take the over. I'm not crazy about it by any means, but mathematically it makes sense. So there you go. And sometimes math is king. JK, math is always king. Don't forget that. Let's move on. Anthony Edwards, this is extremely low. Let me tell you right now, read me. If this game somehow stays close by the grace of God, because that's what it'll take. If it stays close, Anthony Edwards, 40.5 fantasy, it's just too low. Take a look. Anthony Edwards, last game blowout, 35.9. Game before, blowout, 47. Game before, 34. Game before, 63, then 49. Not that the last 5 matters because it really doesn't. But that being said, 40.5, the dude was at 45 all week long last week. So if you want to roll dice, Anthony Edwards is your wolf that you're going to want to take. For this slip, I'm going to leave him out. But where are we at? CSGO. Where's that CSGO? Here it is. Oh, they took it down. We had a free CSGO, but I hope you guys got it. I got it in some of my slips, but they did take it down. I didn't get this video out fast enough. Sorry, fam, but I did post some on Twitter for the props. Let's go. We got Anthony Edwards if you want to gamble. I like it. Karl Anthony Towns. If you want to take his fantasy, you can take the under on his fantasy. I don't mind taking the under. Look at that. Green, green, green. Red because he played horrible. This is the lowest I've seen him. I could make an argument for under. I could make an argument for over. It's just dealer's choice. What are you going to do? I don't know, because if Towns shows up, if he decides, you know what, I'm Karl Anthony Towns. I was in beef jerky commercials. I was chasing down Sasquatch. I am Cat. I am him. He could literally get this, but I don't know if he's going to. So that being said, I'm probably just going to stick to his real points. Where are you at? Where's his real points? It should be 20.5. Where are you? There you are. 20.5 real points. If you want to take Cat, I like that. If you want to take his fantasy over, I like it. If you want to take his under, I like it. I don't mind any of it because, again, this could very easily blow out. And while I'm on this points page, Jaren Jackson points, I like it. Austin Reeves, I like it. AD points, I like it. I like Jimmy Butler, 28. I like Hachimura over 11. He crushed last game. Check this out. 29 real points last game for Rui Hachimura. They had no answer. They're not going to have an answer for him again. Why? Because he's not a traditional power forward, and these guys, the Memphis just struggles in this area. I'll add him into the slip. I'll roll with it. 11 points for Rui Hachimura. Give it to me. If he sells, he sells. I've been sold by worse. Jalen Brunson Taco, he just sold for me last night. You best believe it. Let's go back over to fantasy score. All right? Let's stick with it. Jamal Murray. If Jamal Murray gets to play 35 minutes because the game is close, he gonna smash that tag, boys. You better believe it. Where we at? There, Jamal Murray. 1.2 his last game's 1.13. Let's take 1.21. We're in playoff mode. Let's take 1.21. Let's multiply it. Let's get it. 1.21 times 35. 42.35 for Jamal Murray. He's at 38.5. He's 100% in play, folks. Your job is to decide how many minutes do you think he's going to play, if you believe the game's going to be a blowout or you think it's going to be close. Once you have that information, you go over. If you don't think the game's going to stay close, don't you dare take that under. Just stay away from it, okay? But for now, I got him over. I like it. And then I think I might roll it out. He's the Trae Young from today. He can very easily sell, folks. Absolutely, he can sell. But if I'm going to make a sixer, I like his with the fantasy scores. Anthony Edwards would be the guys that I choose. All right, they don't have any of the Bucks up here, unfortunately. But let's take a look at their points real quick, and then I'm gonna let you guys get out of here and continue about your days until we do that live stream. This Taurean Prince, 8.5 real points. This is good. Bruce Brown, 11 real points. I got him last at 10.5. Guess what? I'm taking him again. Almost forgot about you, Bruce Brown. Good thing I reminded myself. Bruce Brown, over 11 points. Give it to me all day long, twice on Sunday. I'm taking it. I don't care if he sells. You're not talking me off him. I'll go broke with Bruce Brown. And I also like his first half real points as well. Whatever that number is, it's probably going to be 5.5. I'll take it. Taurean Prince, over 8.5 points. I like that too. Caldwell Pope, 9.5 real points. Playoff Pope. It rolls off the tongue. The Pope, the man. Ooh, are they moving him on me? Are they moving him on? Oh, okay, I thought he just got taken down. Caldwell Pope, over 9.5 points. That's also good. If you want to take the unders, some of you guys love to take unders. I know you do. Let me find you an under. I guess Joker under 22.5 real points would be something you could take the under on. But good luck getting me to take the under on Jokic, because I won't do it. If you want to take the under on Bam, 20 real points, that's an under you could take. I don't mind it. But this is where we're at right here, fam. LeBron, 49 fantasy. I talked about AD. I love him too. Jaren Jackson, I love him. Jimmy Butler, I love him. Jimmy Butler's probably the least favorite here. I like Rui Hachimura, over 11 points. Jamal Murray, this is pending if they have a blowout. I like him, 38.5. And then Bruce Brizzy Brown, over 11 real points. Give me that push equity, and that's what I'm rolling with. I will keep you guys updated on live stream with everything else. I appreciate you all watching. If you're new here, I'm working on the production for these channels. My video quality is going to go up. Remember, check out Thrive Fantasy. I was able to get you guys that free square and the deposit. 25 for 50, promo code CRUSH. the free square Jimmy Buckets, pair it with Austin Reeves. We'll go over some Thrive props on live stream because they give better payouts. You best believe we're all about those payouts, folks. Good luck, and as always, crush.